My name is Raquel da Silva, and I'm a researcher based in Portugal at UL in Lisbon. My research is about the life stories of people who have been involved with political violence in different contexts. I have studied and written about their narratives and their experiences. The textile book Unstitching Gazes touches me at different levels. First of all, it represents my own research in telling stories of lives of former combatants. And it's incredible how I can see other former combatants in these stories, but also these combatants in other stories from my own research. And then it touches me at the artistic level, as I'm myself an amateur artisan, and I share this passion with my almost 4-year-old son, who wakes up very often at 6 a.m. and the first thing he asks is if we can make crafts. So when I was reading this textile book, I kept feeling wondered by both. I also feel profoundly touched by the metaphor that needlework represents in this context. In the book's preface, Jonathan says that the reincorporation process is hard and takes time, and the authors add, as does needlework. Also in the book's prologue, Manuela Ochoa Ronderos talks about sewing the winds, darning what has been ripped, mending the voids, weaving a long and resistant bridge to bring us closer to each other in the middle of an unfathomable abyss, or interlacing our stories of the city with the stories of the countryside. And this is one of the things that really stayed with me after reading this book, which is the portrayal of normality by both adults and children in this book. But now I want just to focus a little bit on the children's pieces. A lot of these pieces are about love. And this can be seen by the amount of hearts embroidered in different of the pieces, but also by some of the titles of these pieces that are "We Live in Peace and Love," "Peace, Love and Reconciliation," or "I Love Peace." So after I explored the book, I asked my son if he wanted to see some artwork done by children like him. I knew he was going to love it, particularly because one of the children embroidered Olaf from the movie Frozen. And this is currently one of my son's favorite soft toys. So when he came, and while I was showing him the pictures, I asked him what he saw. And he pointed out exactly the heart, the sun, the flowers, the butterflies, and obviously Olaf, and a few unicorns too. So he pointed out what children would represent anywhere in the world. The lives of children that are the same in Portugal or in Colombia, to children who are the same and deserve a peaceful society. So after we looked through the book, we also created our own piece as a response to the children in Colombia. So it's a very simple piece of just bits of wool that are, well, not really embroidered, but we used just a paper plate to do this. And I also sent the link of the book to a few friends with children, because I just think it's an amazing tool to talk to children in a very friendly way, in a very creative way, about things like conflict, but also about peace and how people can live together in a peaceful way, in a loving way, like the children would say. And from this also came this residencia or workshop project that I'm organizing with my colleague Judita Fontana, who also has 2 children, and her research is about peace processes and education in post-conflict societies. So we just thought that we would love to share the book, and particularly the children's pieces, with other children and their grown-ups, and create our own pieces about peace. And so you're all invited to join us if you have children aged 4 till 8. You have all the details on our registration website, but also do get in touch if you have any questions. But really what we want to do is just to get together, have the pieces by the children in Colombia as our motto, and then from there just create our own pieces. And don't worry, you don't need to be an artisan or be very experienced with crafts. We will just pick whatever you have in your house and just create something together. So bye for now.